Hello, I'm back with another I have been at work all day, so let's come home and talk about books video. Hi everyone, I hope you're all doing really well today. As I said, I'm here to talk about one book again, back with this sort of the single book reviews, which I've been really enjoying doing lately. I have just got in from work, and as thus I am lying in my bed before I put on some pajamas probably and then make an evening meal. I'm very tired. It's been a really busy week. So the book that I'm going to talk about today is this one. This is Isolation, and this is a sort of a horror anthology put together by Dan Coxon. Now, this book has a lot of different authors with a lot of different expertises, favoured tropes, but basically they all play with the idea of isolation and of being alone and having to face whatever horror is being faced in the story alone. And the idea of isolation and being alone is something that really gets to me, because we are, as people, a social breed, aren't we? We do like to have people there, people to be in our corner, people to back us up, and people to go to when we need extra help. And so the idea of facing something alone is, although I know, a reality for many people, however, it's something that a lot of us find quite off-putting and scary, having to sort of face a monster alone, if you will. And so I like how these stories all play with that psychological fear. Now, not all of these stories were to my taste. There was quite a lot of sci-fi in here, and I'm not a huge fan of sci-fi, I will be honest, but there were lots of other tales that I really did get involved with. There are some that sort of skirt the edges of domestic abuse. There are some that skirt the edges of family relationship, particularly sort of mother-child relationships. There are a lot of things about robots and vampires, and it's just, the whole thing is a bizarre mismatch that works all together. And as the winter is approaching, I don't know about you, but I like reads that just want to make you cuddle up in the dark, and something to sort of spook you out a bit, make you feel a bit creeped out. And that's why I really enjoyed Isolation. This is the one that was sent to me for review, and I did read it quite a while back. I think I read it at the beginning of autumn. I actually can't remember the exact dates I read it, but it's taken me a while to get around to doing this review because, as I've mentioned earlier, things have been very busy for me lately. So yeah, again, it's short and sweet because I don't want to give any spoilers away. I will read to you the back. So it says, lost in the wilderness or alone in the dark, isolation remains one of our deepest held fears. The horror anthology from Shirley Jackson and British Fantasy Award finalist Dan Coxon calls on leading horror writers to confront dark moments, the challenges that we must face alone, survivors in a world gone silent, the outcast shunned by society, the quiet voice trapped in the crowd, the lonely and forgotten screaming in the abyss. And there's a whole list of horror, sci-fi and fantasy writers that are included within this book, and I have to say it was a very enjoyable anthology. Due to my lack of personal time at the moment, I've been enjoying trying to dip into short stories and things that I can dip in and out of, and that was one of them where I found it really easy to just get in and out. And so, as usual, let me know if you've read this one, let me know if you're going to, and I'll hopefully see you very soon in the next one. Bye for now.